OBS Void. Today, I'm going to try and remember what I did last time, because what I did last time is I ended up thinking about what I did that last stream, and then figuring out what the problem was. So I'll go in here. I don't even remember what the problem was. I'm sure once I load this up, it'll make sense. Right? Right? All right. So in here, we were having the problem that we were not able to get the gameplay effect to just happen. I couldn't set it up. Let's make this big. I couldn't set. Oh, that didn't help, did it? It's by percent, isn't it? All right. So I would try and set up the gameplay effect at the start. So this we all had working. But then I would be, okay, can we apply a gameplay effect at the start? And so we'd have this one, which is guest start. And so this is kind of like how I learned to do it, which is you have a gameplay effect that sets your initial values. And then we tried to add our modifying the hungry stat. And we had trouble trying to get this to work on gameplay event begin gameplay, or even like anything like that. So the issue was, go back down in here, our guest character. So once again, the culprit was our NarcSim example. He had some wacky code in here. It's not there anymore, obviously. Hold on, let me grab a. Guess what? I have version control. So I'll load up the version control. Later. If I load up version control. Excuse me. Why can't I see it? Oh, I knew that was the wrong. I knew that was the wrong one. There's a mess here, but go down to the bottom. I suppose I could also use the search. That's the search commits. So our NarcSim example had these lines of codes here, where it sets ability component to this thing, but this thing never has anything in it, so it's always null. So the thing would create itself, and we were setting it up here in the constructor, and it was immediately just setting it null. The other thing, we were missing this thing where we init the ability actor info, so we need to do that. Well, I'm pretty sure we needed to do that. I'm not willing to take it out and recompile just to see if it actually we needed to do that. But that definitely was one that was not covered in any other of our tutorials, and I'm using my quotation marks for that one. So our NarcSim tutorial, we're going to just not touch that again until we really want to get to industry best practice, which is this what it's more about. The other one, oh nope, I had another tutorial that taught me that that was wrong. It was like gameplay ability system, the bare bones, which is really where we should be. And now this all does what we want it to do. So if I go set the right X. No. Is it locked up? Yes. Of course it is. Maybe I need to close this first. I'll close that. I'm gonna close that just in case too. Wait for it. Wait for it. I literally just like opened this just to like look at where we were, and everybody loves when your computer crashes. It's so cool. It's fantastic. It's great. If you didn't know how much of a hog Unreal Engine is, that's your tip. It will 100% take everything down with you. All right, where were we? Unreal Engine. So Narcsum was pretty much doing weird stuff that made our project be bad and not work. And once we took it out, everything worked great. And hopefully I'll be able to show that to you in a bit. This one here, Laura's Mostly Unreal blog, simple gas tutorial, has the basics. And this really helped like figure out what did I actually need, what did I not actually need, aka which ones were Narcsum's like the industry standard. I've done some wacky stuff to do multiplayer replication in like some hyper efficient way, which eventually we'll get to, I hope. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need it to be that efficient. Who knows? But to experiment and learn this, it was kind of overkill. Laura seems to have the right idea. So through that, we've ended up doing all of this. And so our next thing would be probably, so one would say this is the next thing. I wonder what's next. It's completely different. But I'm kind of thinking about trying a different thing right now. That's because like the abilities, gameplay abilities isn't something I'm 100% gonna use a lot of. There will be some, but mostly we've got this all kind of set up for, I mean, eventually we will, to be honest. Because essentially the ability will be like, can you walk, etc., etc. Maybe not. We'll see. Right now, I want to explore something new. Which is physics-based animation. And what this is, one of the things that it's going to kind of like come up is that our characters will get tired, woozy, or at some point just unable to, well, ragdolled essentially. But we want to have like a range, right? A woozy character is one who's like ragdolling but also walking around. So we can do that using the physics-based animation, and that's the thing I want to try and explore today. If Unreal Engine will ever load. Hey, things are doing, so that's a good sign. All right. So we've got two things here, and these are going to be added to the animation blueprint. So I should probably subclass the one from the Unreal Mannequin and then change the player one to the one I'm going to edit. Hit basis reaction overview. Ooh. Here we are. Does its thing. All right, so here's what we'll do. No, I'll come back to it later. Animation blueprint. So let's take this and no. Can I do this? I think I can do this, right? Animation blueprint. All right. So it's blueprint for animation. We've got so let's take a look at what this looks like. Let's see if we can get somebody with a simple tutorial like Laura to explain it better. And also, forgot to keep that open. Nope. Yep. All right. Oh. UE4. Think this guy has some. Think this guy has some. Pushing reject. That helps. Boo. No, has nothing useful. I've already clicked on this, obviously. But this is, it feels like this was written before Unreal Engine came out with theirs, because he's like doing the math himself. Like, here's different ways you can do this. But then he's like doing it himself. And then he's got like his own C++. And it's kind of like, okay. He's got Havoc. He's got his own thing. This might be the best we got on without having to resort to everybody's favorite thing, YouTube. Ooh, content examples project. Can I look at it or is it gonna be like, no, go install it. Blueprints, events, chaos, destruction, decals. Why don't we hop into here and we'll just go looking around. So we know we need a less windows, I guess. We know we need a set all bodies below simulate physics. Is there like a I want to see it. I want to see. There we go. Is there a event? Add event blueprint, begin play, initialize animation. Let's try this guy. That seems like the most sane place to start this. Utilities, set, ooh, set members and body, closest, rig, no, what was the, set physics asset, set linear velocity drive, set angular, set all bodies below simulate physics. Oh, don't like that. No, I just want to open it in a new tab. So I clicked on open in new tab. Open image in new tab. Makes me save it. Seems inefficient. Maybe I just need to do a classic zoom into the website. That's watch the image be the exact same size, even though the font has gone up like 5,000. Yeah, that's what I thought. Set. Oh, that's am I nuts? Am I bad at this? References, character, movement. Hmm. Once again, I'm in this hole of K. Within your character's animation blueprint event graph. Animation blueprint, event graph. I go like this and it magically finds it. Do this. Is this not a thing? It's not a thing. All right. So what this way? If I go this way, what do the shows the skeleton? This looks different, right? Oh, that's the this because it's the wrong thing. I need a one of those. And skeleton mesh. Still wants me to do a cast. Well, let's try it. Skeleton. Does that look right? I don't know. Find out. No, I didn't think so. Where would I get the skeletal mesh? In here. Character? Character? Get player character? Um, no, that's not right because it gives me character. Character dot skeletal mesh. Get skeletal mesh asset mesh. Get skeletal set. No, that's not it. sure I can just do this, right? Yeah, all right. So we've got the character, this assets, characters, skeletal, mesh, compile, does okay, zoop over there, and then we're going to set all physics bodies blend weight, right? Physics bodies blend weight. Also the skeletal mesh. That's got a bowl. I just, it's not quite, still not quite right. Set all physics bodies below. That's the one. There we go. Below, I'll put that there. This goes from here. Whoops. From here to here. Here to here. It's also the skeletal mesh. Whoops. Still also a skeletal mesh. Blend weight, and then bone name. Why does this one have a bone name and that one doesn't? Set all bodies below. Oh. Why does this one have a different name? Physics blend weight. There we go. And then I don't know what that window is, but it's, yeah, I know. There we go. That's the mesh. And I'm gonna do this. So what we need to do is, well, shrink this down. That gets us back into here. Meshes. We're using Quinn. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to skeleton, and I'm gonna be, oh, I don't have to go to the skeleton, that's already over here. So this is the root, the pelvis. So if we say everything below this, it'll turn on all on that. I think it'd be funny. Well, let's just do that to begin with. Pelvis, spine 01. Anything not under spine 01? Oh, the thighs. All right. Let's choose pelvis. So in theory, we can go here and we can type in pelvis. Physics start bone. So now that's a variable, which means, oh, no. Well, I mean, yes, but not right now. I don't know why I put it in the middle of like another thing. That's annoying. So move this down. slap this into here. That's the bone name. And then let's make this 50. I don't know. I don't know. Compile. Oh, and we got like, got dot, 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 dot. Oh, 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 it's gone. Save. Go. It's trying. It's trying to go. Oh, it goed. It goed. No, 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 don't worry. It's starting up over here. And then what I gotta do is I gotta, oh, oh, it's behind this guy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. Move this over here. Move this over here. Open up the chat again. All right. So we've got 2 players. Maybe I should be playing on this one. There we go. That's kind of annoying why it's leaving the box. Makes it hard for me to aim, but we can see what's happening up here. Doesn't look like much. Maybe I haven't hooked it up properly. Maybe I need more. Let's see if I just need more. $5,000. Suck it down. Save. Looks normal. Doesn't look like any woos to that. Maybe I've gotten the wrong spot. It when you compile, that means something, don't it? Looks entirely normal, huh? All right. So more didn't seem to help. Hmm. Often you want to drive this node at each tick so that you can smoothly animate the physics blend weight value. So I shouldn't have to go 5,000. That's not like a valid value for this. One is. So maybe 0.8 is. Maybe it's too high a value. And it's like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. I'll also try adding it to the tick and see if that's no. See if that's the magic sauce that we have to do it all the time. Um, nope. Nope. That's not it either. What do we have here? We have a executed animation is updated. Executed animation is updated. Do you think it's like, here? I mean, they did start us with this. It might be important. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, that's a good sign. Let's see what happens when we use this one. All right. Does that look any different? No. Maybe all we've done with this is turn it on. We need to do something to make it woozy. So let's. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. Um, ooh, maybe this guy's done it. This is from 2 years ago. Nobody has any comments on this thing. That doesn't help. Unreal Engine 3. Nope. Hold on. I have to go into my own void, which makes a flushing sound. BR. I'm back from my flushing void. All right, we might have a little bit that we need to do over here. Mesh? No. Skeleton? No. Mesh? Skeleton? think we have to do something. Oh, don't click on that yet. Got our mesh. Skin weights, no. Animation rig, no. Physics. Physics. I don't know what you're doing, buddy. I'm trying to do some work here. Waiting for something. I'm not interested. Physics. Physics. Oh. 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 All I'm trying to do is grab the end of this. Yes. That seems seems a little bit more overkill than what I want. Let's take a look. So I found a comment. Collision. Is there, do we have that? Do we have a collision section? Not in here. Am I in the wrong spot? Is it in? Is it over here? No one would suspect that, would they? Collisions, collision enable query and physics. Collision enable query and physics. So we do have this set. So doesn't particularly much. That comes from the mesh. It's this. Can't be this because collision set presets, custom set collision enabled to collision enabled query in physics. But that's what we had it set before. I don't think we actually have to do this. That seems like weird and unnecessary. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess we can do it. Just like set it. Even though that's what it was set to before, right? So I don't think that's actually our answer. It's like the internet is bad at like, oh, I said this at the start. I would have to change it. Change the animation blueprint. Because it's supposed to point at the new one. Did I remember to do that? No. Compile. Save. Click. No, sorry, shrink. Click. Click. Walk. It still looks normal, huh? It still looks normal to me. So, not quite. But I feel like we're closer. All right, so we've got our mesh, we've got our bone, we've got our target, we've got a get custom step custom. What's the first word in this sentence that's highlighted near my mouse? It's so far away. I'm far away today. I have to ask for help.
Yep,
Okay, I'll try checking that checkbox and see what happens.
goodbye.
Compile, save. Shrink, play. Click. That looks pretty normal. Slow, but normal. Check that. Because, just gonna double check. You wanna bet it's something dumb like case sensitivity? I hope so. That'd be an easy fix to all this. Because like it compiles. It's not like the other thing I would like to do is just in case. I think NM class. All right, let's not go nuts. Let's try one thing at a time. That looks exactly like it does usually. So I know that when I first searched this, like on Friday, I typed in, that's what gave me my like perfect answer. 2016. That's not going to be the answer I want. I need something from 2020 something. Maybe I do need to go into videos because because I was working so hard that I looked this up. You know how to ragdoll physics. Hey, I clicked on that at some point. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's what we were thinking about. Right? Right? I'll bet he has an extra thing that I don't have. Let's take a look. He's adding a component. And that's in there. That's a character. All right. All right, let's set this back to how we started. Because we don't wanna let's get this back to how default. The other thing we don't really if we don't need to use the actual like thing, the actual animation blueprint to begin with, then that's probably for the best. So I'll bet this is a thing that's in UE5 that everything we're looking at is like UE3 or something dumb like that. Anyways, if we go here, let's does have constraint. What? Let's type in animation. Just call it that. Experimental class. Oh no, I'm okay with it. Okay. What does he do with it after? It's just a big question. Like, he sets a value on it. Physical animation strength multiplier 1. Excuse me. What if I set this to 100? Is that all I need to do? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Compile and save. Let's scrub through and see if he does anything else interesting. I'm using a different keyboard because mine is what? Where's this blueprint? That's just the main he's just using the drag area. It's not like going into a special one. Oh, of course, when I go to like look at something, I managed to catch myself on a USB cable. And then I move the mouse so I can't see what I'm going to look at. All right, well, let's try that out. So that's in begin play, and we have one of those, which is this guy here. What's he doing? Set. Physical animation. There it is. Oh, why did you have... Why did you do it that way, buddy? Sometimes, I swear. Got that. And we're going to do that as part of begin play. And I know this is part of begin play because that's our gameplay effect from last time, which I never showed working. So I'll get to that in a minute. And then I think... You have anything else after that? And then thing that sets settings. Oh, all right. Let's do that. So this is kind of like this looks a lot like the animation we were doing because we have a apply physical animation settings below, and we have our this thing here. Yeah, okay. So this is probably the same, this is the one I was looking at before, and I got confused between that and Epic's documentation, which is never right. Type. What do I put in there? Let's find out. This is him just going to look up the node he wants. Physical animation data, that's what we have. I remember this part. Okay, so he's setting up like, you go over here. So you fuck with these, and it will what's the word I'm looking for? Modify what you already have. So why don't we put 100s. I think when our friend did it here, he ended up putting some rather high values. I don't know if he ever like zooms in on it. He had some rather high values in there. Let's try and copy his and see how. And well, we can play for the rest of our time, I guess, if this works. And it doesn't work because this that looks pretty normal. Does that look like somebody who's like wandering around drunk to you? No, that's, well, depends of how functional drunk they are. We got that. We've got some numbers, big numbers. We've got it on the pelvis, including the self. Get the physical animation, mesh. He add things afterwards. He did add things afterwards. Do I get to see what they are? Because, you know, that'd be useful. No, because that's not how zooming in works. What if I'm like, you know, visually impaired? I need like a giant screen in front of me just to look at YouTube's. Oh, that's where those settings that we had before. Of course. I knew I recognized those settings. You see? I'm not a complete, oh, I've done something weird. I'm not completely bad at this. See, I remember things sometimes. We've set it, and then we can do the same thing that we did at the other one where we set all physics. I just can't spell physics. Bodies below. So mass at all. Oh, it's in our other one that we had. I just reopen that and then we'll be able to figure it out. I'm gonna grab that and drag it over here too so I remember where it is. We just won't be using this one. Set enable. No, that's not it. Set enable. Okay. Am I nuts? Am I nuts? Did I not have it right in the first place? Got to set all bodies simulate physics. I might be nuts. I might just be bad at this, one or the other. Set. We'll go with that to a variable so that we can use it in both. It's going to be the same name. The mesh is the mesh. Compile. Rename Woozy physics start bone. Probably use a Y for the woozy. I'm gonna get confused because I'm dumb enough. Compile. All right, save. Close this. Shrink that. Delete this. It's like actually mostly wrong because I'm good at computers. That looks a lot like the first time. You change over there. He's setting that to ignore only pawn, huh? In the collision section. Okay, so he's got clicked on the capsule. But that doesn't feel like that's... I don't think that would like prevent the entire thing from turning on, would it? Watch it work after this. That would be great. That looks pretty sober. I feel like he's missing something that I'm not. Or the opposite. He's finding something that I'm missing. Oh, we've done that, right? Physical animation. And that's my screen. Um, I'm just gonna double check. Apply physical animation settings below. It's got all that. Set all bodies below. Simulate physics. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it'll work after this, because I'm like, just trying shit out, right? Like, that's a pretty steady run animation, eh? You can see why I'm like often frustrated. It's just saying grab the pelvis, which is what I did. Okay, we've done that. So is he going to add anything to it? That's a little bit messy, so I'm going to break this. Because I don't like being messy. I'm just going to put this over here. And I'm going to like drop this like back down. And that's in the begin play, right? Begin player. Begin player. Begin player. Yeah. It's all sorts of in begin play. That looks normal. Sometimes I wonder if I should be doing this at all, because nothing I do like actually does what it's supposed to. Okay, we got the mesh, got the physical animation data, got the skeletal mesh component, we have physical animation. We've got our start bone. Start bone is set. Pelvis, all small letters exactly. In name looks just like this guy's thing. Mesh, collision, collision. Collision. And changing it to pawn. That's interesting. What that? That was set to. That's what the other guy was saying. See, it all comes together. It all comes together. Unless this doesn't work, in which case it doesn't come together. All looks very like a very normal run, eh? We did that earlier, right? Oh, capsule collision, ignore only pawn, mesh. Pawn. That's mine. He's got check mark, no check mark. You notice how that one doesn't look like this one? Is there a thing I need to set? Hello? Physical animation category default. Include self. New simulate, include self. You can see why I'm like sometimes frustrated with Unreal Engine. Because I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that I just did. It's ooh, check where that is. Check where that is. Maybe I need to be like higher up in the like deeper into this chain, right? No, that's exactly where we put it. Am I nuts? Hmm. We did that. 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 And we did that. We did that. I did those. So like, what's the difference? What's the difference, guys? I don't see a difference. Set skeletal mesh component. We did that. Apply physical animation settings below. We did that. Set all bodies below. Simulate physics. We did this. It's very frustrating, isn't it? We did set our collision preset to pawn on the mesh and ignore only pawn on the capsule. Do I need to turn on? I don't need to do this, do I? I don't think that's it, man. Because that's for something different altogether, I believe. No, for the character you don't need to do it because it's I don't think that's it. Oh, compile. Save. I don't think that's it. That would be dumb. Because I've got an entire block that says turn on physics. So, like, if I also had to turn on physics, well, that guy collapsed completely. Did I collapse completely? It's just like a... That's not quite what it means. All right. I don't think he's got that set because that doesn't make any sense. Where's my blueprints? Because you want to simulate physics on the other whole thing. You just want to simulate physics on this little bit that you talked about here. Right? That's why we say physics start at pelvis. Strength multiplier. I don't know what this... I'm going to put that at 0.5. Maybe that's our weird... Again, usually these things are 0 to 1. I don't know why he's got like a 5 in there, as if that's going to be like different. Or what if we combine the two? Because, well, no, if the thing like drops like a rock the moment we turn on physics, then it can't be that. But since we set it to 0.5, is it possible that it drops like a rock, but halfway? Hold on. Wait, sorry. I need to do it this way so I can see what's happening. No, it just immediately drops, so that's not it. I'm pretty sure that what that does for us is just turn on everything, which I don't want to do. This is the pretty much the checkbox for everything below that bone. What if I didn't mean to switch to that. How do I get back to the event graph? There we go. What if we just make sure? You know what I mean? Let's make sure that thing's being turned on. It's getting turned on. Did anybody see the word hello? It's not getting turned on. I'm gonna restart it just in case. No, it's not getting turned on. It's not activated. Let's try this guy. It's just not activating when I go. Does it auto activate? There you go. Server. Hello. 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 No. Doesn't look like it's doing anything, even if it's activated. So that's not helping. Let's get rid of this since it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Parent strength multipliers. Start naval component rejection, advanced. Sometimes you're like, oh, all I need to do is like, you know, get this up and running. But it's like, what? And oh, physical animation. Set the mesh. That's the mesh. This is the mesh, right? Mesh, 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 mesh. I'm just gonna break that and yeah, make this kind of separate. Thank you. Get physical animation, so I don't have to physical animation. We have those kind of separate. The mesh. Target skeletal mesh. Physical animation component. Bone, bone, bone. Is that bone? That is bone. Bone, bone. It's a bone, even though it says body. No. I'm just gonna run this. I'm gonna hop over here because I said I would show. I got this little bit working. So, as a way to keep myself from being completely discouraged, you can see I've got the stuff open, and it has that set 100, 100, 100, and it's slowly going. This one's going down because it took me a while to push the console in there. So we got that working mostly because that stupid ability system component was being set well at the start, which was unfair. Thanks, dude. Does that help us here? No, but makes me feel better. Means I've done something with my life. Components, Uzi Stirpbone, you, that's that guy there. Physical animation. If I crank it, maybe it's too subtle. Maybe it's too subtle. That's not subtle. That's just not happening. Hmm. Let's see. I know. Partial ragdoll. Active ragdolls. No, I don't want to print and chill. I want to see what this guy's done. Why don't we go do that and make sure we can actually do it? You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna need the whole thing, yo. Sorry, y'all. All right. Class default simulation. Let's take it. So we're just gonna double check because we're based on this. Okay, and then so we have physics set up in here. We've got like this guy. Prevent. I don't want to prevent animation. I want to. Ooh, ooh. What button does this guy push? It's in here, eh? Simulate. So it's physics. Did. It is physics. Did. So we know that physics is the physics on this guy. So we've confirmed physicality. So we're in. On one level, I don't trust them, but another level, the other one's like, oh, okay, that works fast, but not. This is our one that we were looking at before. So how come mine doesn't work? And double check if you. We'll all watch this together. Yeah. I hate that the mouse just kind of runs away from me like that. It's extremely frustrating. And it's why I work at the table usually and not this couch. But keyboard problems. You know, this? Woozy physics starts bone. Woozy physics start bone. And then let's see. Not in here, but in the mannequin itself. Meshes. We can't screw up if we do it that way, right? Not woozy at all. I'm just gonna see if we're getting that far at all. I think we are. Hello. We are, because we're getting to here. We're getting to it on begin play. So it is going through all this and actually setting it. Yeah, it's just not taking one of those. It is taking one of these, and this is a skeletal mesh component, a skeletal mesh component. This takes in a skeletal mesh component. All right. Where's our? Let's try this. Let's. Oh. Oh. Am I the only one who like what? I clicking on shit? I, I don't like the idea that he's been spending a week futzing with it. I don't know. The uh oh. Oh. Not right now. Okay. So we've got that. We have a skeletal mesh. Physical animation. Bone name. Our event play, skeletal mesh component. Yeah. That looks a lot like what we just did. Except they've got less stuff. Hold on. We've got the bone name, physical animation and components. Call it bone name, compile, so you can set the bone name. Set skeletal mesh, add physical, apply physical animation profile below. Let's try one of those. I mean, what else, what can go wrong? I guess. So they're doing apply. Eh, Unreal and oh, at least it did it. That's good. Um, Profile name. What are they putting in for profile name on the Epic Dev website? Body name, profile name, physical animation profile you wish to apply to the skeletal mesh. So here's a question: is that a thing? Whoops, that's not a window profile. Physical animation component, skeletal mesh component. Connect the set all bodies below simulate physics node to the apply node. Oh, we've got set skeleton mesh. We've got profile name. I don't know what that is. And then simulate physics. I don't know where that comes from. I'm gonna be irresponsible. I doubt this will work because I don't remember having profile. Also, I've somehow lost the compile. Oh yeah, because I've broken that out into its own. Compile. Oh wait, in bone. It has to be a new simulate. And that's Woozy. Compile. Don't think this will do anything, but you know. What else do we have to lose? Dignity? Already done that. Oh, that doesn't do it either. Hmm. Legit, but not what I'm trying to do. Um, nope. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check something. Does this have a thing that tells me what version? Because sometimes you'll get that thing where it's like, this is for version 4. But I'm pretty sure this is the right version. I like how it doesn't actually have like anything more than that. You know what I mean? Physical animation, physics asset editor. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, let's see. Content drawer. See, that's the thing. That profile is actually just that first guy was right, isn't it? Wasn't he? Because this, I get rid of this. And put this back. That data is the same data that would be in a profile, right? I think the default, let's see, it's the same stuff. So it's 1,000, 100,000, 100. Oh, So with our first example is the same thing, only it's like dynamically putting it into the blueprint. So even if I got that working, it would be the same stuff. But no go. Apply physical animation settings below. Why don't we take a look at that? That's always nice. Solved. That looks familiar. What you're wait, so mesh, constraints, simulate, physics transform. What's he saying? What's he saying? Is he saying it's like is he saying it's in here? It's just like bad? Transform physics? No, we have physics. It's set. Physics is set. We have physics. It works. It's set. The physics are set on ours, so that's not our problem. It's like the bare bones documentation. Oh, Reddit. Nobody uses that. Oh, there's a lot of this issue and not a lot of actual fixed it, despite the fact that that guy says he fixed it, but he fixed it in a way that like isn't doesn't apply, you know what I mean? Right? No. Mm. Lots of folks having trouble with it, except for the guy that made that video. I don't know what he's doing differently. Yeah, yeah. That looks like it works. Hmm. Everybody has just like the same shit. That's the only thing I haven't clicked on because I really don't want to replicate this. Don't want to replicate this, right? All right. The other guy didn't uncheck that either, so I'm not gonna. No. Hmm. All right. I gotta take a break. BRB. All right. And oh, that's interesting. Why is this not updating? Wait. Back. Oh, is this thing like locked up? That'd be fun. Hold on. BRB. All right. Here we go. We're back. All right. So we've got our physical animation data. We've got numbers in it that match what they suggest you should do. We've got apply physical animation settings below. We've got set all bodies below simulate physics, and that's we've got the start bone. And we do get it all the way through because we put the print at the end of it. So we know that we're getting all the way to the end of this. It's just that when it comes down to actually doing the physics simulation, nothing seems to happen. Hmm. Pretty sure I did that. Probably not. Physics material, no. Generate overlap, physics presets, pawn, owner. That's exactly what we expect. What can even go in here? We don't have anything to go in there. Simulation, traits. Yeah, we already did that one. Uh, that's the capsule. Same bone name going in. Don't think we can do. Like not like it matters, right? It's not even like all I can imagine that doing is making it a little wonky, but physical animation. It's where'd that window go? I guess I closed it. All right. That's okay. We'll use this guy. Oh no, this is it. Physical animations. Let's be a little bit more smart about this. Anytime, what the last? Oh, that's pretty. Really? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, physics control, but that's a different control, isn't it? That's a different. That's a different. Physical animations. Can you pet the dog? Physics access? Assets? It already has a physics asset. It comes with one. This guy's got too much purple behind him. And it's a cat bed. Oh. Guys, I'm trying to do something here. Wait. The only difference between him and me is that he's turning on the physics, then applying. So let's be a little bit crazy. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe this is something that actually does matter. Excuse me? Not all of them, man. Just on that one. You see? That, Woozy. Physical animation. Compile. Go. I don't think this will, like, actually fix the problem because you need to be able to do things back and forth. The only weird thing that he's doing is that he's setting it. That's a that's interesting. That's interesting. In his, if he doesn't have anything in there at all, like ragdolls, right? So if I break this link, this should give you just a ragdoll according to his setup. Or like something equally whack. A ragdoll stuck in space because I haven't included that specific bone. It's only when you add that little bit that it should not be a ragdoll. That's totally not what I'm getting. So we already have a weird disconnect in that he's able to get the whole thing to just drop, set all bodies below simulate physics, and he's got that. He does have it set to pelvis. Make literal name. That's weird. I don't know why he's got that, but I don't disagree. Do you? No. No, that says it right there, name. So that's all he's doing. He's got mesh. He didn't. So wait. Skeletal mesh component. So at the start, We've got no, don't know, like we don't even need this, right? The physical animation, we should just be able to like splat. We set it up to that. Does he have any previous setup? All right. Yeah, in the end, his looks the same as mine. Only he doesn't have all these variables set up because he's got his own like thing. Uh, his parent, he's got his own class up here. I don't remember changing anything, so I better run this one more time. Maybe I didn't save it. Compile, no save. Good job, Dell. No, that character is 100% still up and about. Why do I do this, guys? Why do I do this? Set skeletal component. Physics animation, set skeletal component. Yes. And we do all this in the begin place, so I'm pretty sure get that's that, yeah. I had to double check. We set it, we turn it on, below the pelvis, but not the pelvis. So he still is like kind of moving around up. We copy pasted that name, so that should be right. The mesh is the mesh. And this part here isn't connected to anything. That's fine. We just want it to ragdoll. And we can't get it to do that. Another productive stream where I did a bunch of stuff and nothing happened. Event begin play. Does go through there. Does get down here. Set all body below simulate physics. Let's see. I'm just gonna look. Unreal's so like giving me all control. So, simulate physics. Go and go UE5. Nope. UE5. And clicked on all of these, and none of them like do what we want. Oh, man. No, we know what his problem is. That's the setting those for capsules. So most of his is like making this look good, which is not what we're trying to do. See, this is the thing I don't get, because he hasn't done anything more than set. He hasn't even done the apart from set that up and then turn this on. Do I have to do it after the fact? Is it like a race condition? No. 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 What's it? What's it? Keyboard events. Let's do press. Let's do E. I don't think it's a race condition, but what else could it be? Mm-hmm. No. Hmm. So we know it's not that. I also don't think it's that either. Watch it be that, Newton. It's not that, Newton. I think I have to give up. I've followed like 3 tutorials, followed it exactly as they've done to like the logical conclusion. And none of them work. None of them even get to the point where it ragdolls and drags its feet around. So I don't think this works, at least as we have it. I don't know what would be to makes it work. So yeah, I think I just have to give up. What a wonderful stream. All right. I will come back to this next week, I guess. If you're there, thanks for sticking around. Condolences. But at the very least, you know we got the other thing working and we know why it worked. And the answer is don't follow that tutorial. Follow the simple LoRa's tutorial and you'll get the attributes working really easy. Yeah, I think that's it for tonight.